Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA football series. And we are approaching the end of season 2 here as the head coach of the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Now, this episode, we will finish off the final 3 games of the season. We are going to take a quick look at some of the scouting. I guess not scouting. We're going with scouting. Basically that we have left to do, some of the talent that we're trying to get, the recruits that we're trying to get. And we've kind of maxed out our points on a lot of guys. Some of the higher rated guys that I think have some good development capabilities. That's what we're looking at right now. Trey Williams has a free safety being 72 overall. I hate the fact that we're in about 4th place for him, but we're within that striking range. We're putting in the max points. We're within the range to get him. So hopefully, if we play well in these final sets of games, I think we can probably pull them off. Now, taking a look here at some of the recruits that have already committed to the Red Raiders. Pat Heron at 68 overall. Ron Mullins is a 63 defensive tackle, but he had pretty good development. As we scouted him some more, he did have some increase, so I think that'll be pretty decent as far as his capability to improve, right? Some of these other guys that we're looking at, Leon Jordan, 72 overall tight end. He could be a big help for us, especially with the way our passing game is designed. So I think we are set up pretty well for next year. This season, like I said, we got 3 games left. We need to finish it out strong. We're in the running for representing the Big 12 South in the Big 12 championship game. And this is going to be a big set of games that we have coming up. We will start out here in a second against TCU, and then we also have games against West Virginia and Baylor. Any one of these can be a trap game for us. And in fact, we're going to jump into this game here against TCU with them on the move in the opening drive of the game. And look at them just kind of running past us. Our defense hasn't been, they've been playing exceptional as far as holding teams to minimum amount of points. But we do show signs of weakness. And right now it looks like TCU is trying to find that for us as they come out in a pistol formation. As they get set, Stewart hands it off to Mitchell up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, and is finally brought down. He does get the first down, though, at about the 7-yard line, and that will bring up a 1st and goal for the Horned Frogs. And they're surprisingly enough, they're not going fast pace. A lot of teams in the Big 12 do. These teams that don't kind of fit better for our defensive scheme. But TCU is going to come out in the shotgun, and they're already changing the play, switching it over to the side. Stewart has the snap, scans over the middle, fires it, and that's going to be brought down. Mike Mitchell gets the 7-yard reception. Got hit immediately, just could not knock it out of his hands. And he is brought down for the first score of the game. Now, here we come back with our attempt. Something we've done all season is bounce back pretty well. Devontae Holt is starting out for us here in the game, and he finds Chris Carey over the middle for 15 yards, and that's going to set us up with a 1st and goal. Holt has shown great leadership. He is only a sophomore, keep in mind. Kennedy, our other quarterback that we're playing, is a freshman. So come to the next episode in the whether it be a Big 12 title game or a bowl game, we will have our starting quarterback figured out. But right now, Holt is still in. Option keeper goes flipping into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dominic Holt went airborne to get those points for us. The option keeper, we thought we had it clear, but they closed quick, and he got up and over in a fast amount of time. Now, that one did tie it up. We have, like I said, our defense has made some good stops. We've held them to 10 points at this point with under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, but they're driving again. And they get a good pass off to the right side for 14 yards, and we will bring them down, but they gain a 1st down. The score is 24-10 at this point here. Like I said, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Our defense has played well, holding them to the 10 points. Offense has stepped it up, kind of been doing what we've done all year and getting a lot of points scored. Now, Mitchell takes the ball up the middle, and he's going to go down. I thought he went into the end zone. He does get stopped. At least our defense makes that stop there at the 1-yard line. Now, TCU will use a timeout, as that will stop the clock here with 1 minute, 36 seconds remaining as they try to get this game to within 1 score. And it looks like they are going to come out in a heavy formation. Horned Frogs hand it off to the left side. Franklin powers his way in. Stiff-armed one man, and we finally did bring him down, but it was a second too late as he gets into the end zone. And that's going to make this a one-score ball game. See, teams are starting to find the holes in our defense. I'm not liking that. We're starting to see more guys break tackles. They're starting to get out into some open space. That's not really what I want to see. Okay. Now this game, it did end. Our defense stopped them from scoring. We continued on offense, and so we were able to take that one. That was a big game for us, taking out TCU, a Big 12 South team that we needed to get out of our way. We do still have a couple more games in this episode. That's kind of why these are going pretty quick right now. But you see the final score ended up 38-17. Our defense, Singletary coming off the edge, has been just a beast all season. Holt playing in at quarterback has been able to drop some dimes on the field. Although I think Kennedy overall may be the better passer, Holt, I think, definitely has it on the ground game. And then with the combination of him being able to hit some of those passes, it tends to play pretty well to our strengths on the offensive side. And you just saw right there a big run by TCU. That's what I've talked about, some holes in our defense. Now, we are playing basically a bend but don't break style of defense. All right, against TCU, we broke only a little bit, but our offense was able to cover. So now here we are against West Virginia. This is going to be a difficult game. Number 10 versus number 14. Holt rolling out to the right. Puts that one on the dime to Herman. Right there, 17 yards, and that's going to be a big gain for the Red Raider offense as we are here in, Morgantown is where they play for West Virginia games. On the road, facing off against a top 15 team. All right, this is not going to be anything easy. We've got to make big plays, and we've got to avoid the big mistakes. And right now, we are still just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter in a scoreless ball game. We're going to have the option keeper. Holt holds onto it up the middle, follows his blockers, and finally gets brought down after a gain of 11 yards. That will give us a 1st and goal. Holt, that was his first rushing play. We implement a lot of option offense, but so far they've been keen on Holt before that. That time they dove after our running back, and so Holt had to take it from him at that point and get it in. Now, Holt is going to be under center this time with 2 tight ends. We have Poole in the backfield. Fired it over quick to McMillan. Chad McMillan gets the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We will take the lead here in Morgantown, as that one will be something we needed. This defense has played us tough all quarter. Now, trying, like I said, bend but don't break. Trying to make sure we don't break. Here comes the West Virginia offense. We get a big hit. Singletary coming off that edge. He nails him on the option. Got him before he could actually get that one tossed out of there. And that was a big-time play for a 3-yard loss as West Virginia now faces a 2nd and 13 here on their drive. And they are at the 20-yard line. So we have allowed them to get inside the red zone, but we have to stiffen up at this time. Now, they're going to come out in a pistol formation, 2 tight ends to the left side along with 2 receivers. They do the option, hand it off to Rogers. He's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss on that play. Who was it that got through? Was that Singletary again getting through to bring him down for a 1-yard loss? Great play by him. So they are going hurry up offense in the shotgun formation now. Robertson has the snap, fake pass to the left, throws it over the middle, and he was kind of on the move. Sent that one inaccurate. He's had a rough day. He's only 3 for 6 for about 20-something yards. So not very many yards for him. And at this point, we are holding them to a field goal. Maybe we can try to get a block or something. And we're not going to. I don't think I've ever had a blocked field goal in the NCAA game that I can think of. So they will get that field goal and get this one a little bit closer as the score is 7-3. Now we're going to advance further into the second quarter under 5 minutes to go. This time Kennedy is going to be in the ball game for us. We're giving a look at him as he hands that one off to Brian Poole, who gets stuffed for a 1-yard loss. Looked like a possible face mask, but they're not going to call it, so I guess it must not be. And they will bring us down. 2nd and 11 now at the 21-yard line, needing to make something happen to try to extend this lead out. I do not like having 1-score games. So we're going to bring Holt in for the pistol formation. Play action. Holt fires it over to Cooley on the right side. Follows the blocker. Breaking tackles. Cooley all the way down to about the 4-yard line for a 17-yard reception. And that's going to bring us to a 1st and goal with our best opportunity to extend on this lead so far in this game. Cooley just stiff-arming people, breaking tackles. Gotta love seeing that from your fullback. So now we're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Spread them out a little bit. Birch is in the backfield. Holt. Option handoff. Birch has it. Lowers his shoulder. Touchdown, Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a run by Birch. He took advantage of his opportunity there, and he's going to get into the end zone, and that's going to give us now a 2-score lead here in this ball game. But what have I mentioned about our defense? Bend but don't break, and how the fast-paced offense can be trouble for us, and it is right now. Under 3 minutes to go, Robertson and the West Virginia offense has made it all the way down the field, and there's why. Just powering through our tacklers. Man, we've got to start bringing guys down on that first hit. We cannot let this stuff continue on to the second level. And with that, they will continue in the hurry up. Go pistol formation. Right. As we have 2 receivers on the left side, and they're going to get a false start. That's going to move them back 5 yards. Mistakes like that are something we can definitely take advantage of. That is what I love to see right there. And so now we have a 2nd and 5 as we continue to this stand, trying to keep them out of the end zone. Make sure we try to keep this thing a 2-score ball game. All right, so they're going to come back out in the pistol formation. Hand it off to Rogers at the middle. Big hole, and we stand him up. Anderson comes through to finish off that tackle. He's been pretty good for us all season, and that's a big-time showing for him right there as he does get him stopped. But they're going quickly again. Robertson has a snap. Hands it off to Rogers. He's going to be stuffed in the backfield. 2-yard loss on that one, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Tim Miner, one of our outstanding linebackers. He's had a great second half of the season. He has really come on and into his own as a leader for this defense. And he makes that stop for a loss. So that will be 2nd and goal now. They're going to come out in a weird-looking shotgun formation. Hand it off to Rogers. Anderson makes the stop. He comes in from behind on the blitz, it looked like, and brings them down. A great tackle. If he missed that, they're into the end zone. Easy. Coming out in the shotgun formation. Still hurrying up. They hand it off to Rogers. We chase him to the edge. We're going to make the stop. Nick Rogers, 3-yard loss. Tim Miner gets his 2nd tackle for a loss in about 4 plays. What a great stand by this defense. Let's hope they don't go for it. It looks like they're going to go for a field goal. All right, so we do still have it as a 1-score game if they make this. But, hey, it's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion that they would need. But first, they got to make this one. They get that thing lined up. Now they're just running down the clock, which I'm not going to lie. This game has been hectic for us. I don't mind. Run down the clock. I'm just going to try to let's get us into halftime before we, let's kind of regroup and see what we can do about this lead. And they will boot that one through. 14-6, 8-point ball game. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And so here we go with their kickoff. As they boot that one deep, and it's going to be McMillan who's going to take the return. He has it. He cuts it out to the right, follows his blockers. Got a hole. Chad McMillan down the sideline at the 40. No one's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5. Get your guns up. Touchdown, Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chad McMillan, 99 yards for the touchdown. He was going up the middle, it looked like, followed his blockers directly over there to the right. And, man, he found that hole, and he was gone. There was no chance anybody was going to catch him right there. And that's going to extend our lead now back to, at that time, it was 21-6. We do jump forward here into the fourth quarter, this 24-9. We have held them all to field goals, but they're looking like they're trying to bust through with that handoff. Rogers picking up 17 yards. Our defense bending, but hopefully not breaking, as we have allowed now a 1st and 10 just outside of the 10-yard line. So it's not 1st and goal, but we can still stop them. And they hand it off to Rogers to the side. We chase him over, get him bottled up into the sideline. Great team defense right there. Yeah, it was 5 yards, but you got to love seeing the pursuit and just bottlenecking the running back to where he's got to go out of bounds. So now 2nd and 5. They're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Robertson, they bring the pressure, and he throws it away and hits our mascot in the dome. That's not very cool, my man. Them's be fighting words or motions, technically. Fighting actions. Let's just call it that. All right, so now we come back set 3rd and 5 after that incomplete pass. West Virginia. Play action. He's going to be brought down. Riley on the blitz. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He comes busting through Riley, taking advantage of his opportunity. They were going fast-paced pretty much this whole drive, so we finally had to get our subs in when we could, and Riley takes advantage and brings up 4th and 9. Now they are going to go for it since we're in the 4th quarter, and they're trailing by 15. Robertson has the snap, fires it over. Can we chase him down? We do. No score. Tech will take over possession of the ball on that one. And ladies and gentlemen, that would be it. We will take that victory. West Virginia, you just could not handle it. Our defense was too much for y'all. We toughened up when we had to. We allowed them to get down the field, but we made the tough stops. And that is going to give us the 2 out of the 3 wins that we needed to get into the Big 12 championship game. We do still have one more game against Baylor, okay? And they're unranked. It is definitely a trap game for sure that we need to be careful on. However, we have wrapped up the Big 12 South, and that one will give us our berth into the Big 12 championship game. So great job by this team. First year back and having 2 divisions in the conference, and we're going to take over the South. Granted, Texas and OU are not in the Big 12 at this time, and this would be the only reason why we're doing it. But we've had some tough games. We've played well, and we need to continue that into this last one and not, lose it here in the last week of the regular season. And Baylor trying to come back on us. We do have an early lead, 7-0 here in the first quarter, 6 minutes to go. But Baylor is pushing it. They're going that fast pace, and y'all know we don't handle that all that very well. So Baylor gets the play from the sideline, gets set. Fleming hands it off to Hall, who's not easy to bring down. Bell basically jumps on his back and just rides him for about 8 yards before he finally gets brought down. Bell running, trying to make those tackles. But their running back running tough and seeing about trying to get him stopped. And now they option keeper. He's around the side. And finally, we're going to make that tackle there. Courtney Fleming, 10-yard rush. And he's going to be 2nd in inches. So he does not get the first down on that play. And with that big stop, here we come again, real quick. Baylor gets set at the line. They are going to be under center this time. Fleming has a snap. We bring the pressure, and the one falls incomplete. Great job by this defense getting the pressure on Fleming, and that made that pass fall incomplete. So now we are at a 3rd and inches here right outside the end zone. And this is a big-time play for our defense here as they get the snap. It's an option keeper. Fleming around the side, cuts it up, and he's going to be into the end zone, and this game is now tied. Courtney Fleming with the touchdown run on the option keeper. That is not what you want to see happening from your defense. Now we're going to be here in the second quarter. If you look, Baylor actually has the lead 10-7. Now Kennedy has come in because Holt was just not being very effective. I'm not sure what was going on, but they seem to have his number. Don't worry, he will continue to get his shot. Each one of these guys is getting their fair shake. And Jeff Kennedy finds him over the middle on that one for a pretty decent gain of 6 yards. And we're going to come set, continuing this drive here with a 2nd and 4 from inside the red zone. From inside the red zone now. As we come out in a shotgun formation, Holt is going to be back in the game on this one. As he gets the snap, we hand it off to Poole up the middle. Lowering his shoulder, fighting forward. Brian Poole picks up the big play to get us that first down. As we really needed that one. He's got 5 rushes, 43 yards on the day. Probably need to continue to work to get him the ball a little bit more often. The one thing about an option style of game is you have to be willing to get the ball to your running back. That's the only way they're going to follow him. Now we're going to come out in the shotgun formation. Both our running backs in the backfield. Hand it off to Poole off to the right side. Breaking tackles and is finally brought down after a gain of 6. and we start getting it going a little bit. Feels like we're starting to build a little momentum. We lost it some, we lost the lead, but now we're starting to build it right back up here. As we come set to the line, 2nd and 4 from about the 6. Going to be in a pistol formation. Holt has the snap, hands it to Poole, lowering his shoulder, and he gets the first down. Brian Poole, 5 yards. We only needed 4, but he got his 5, and that's going to be a brand new set with the first and goal from the 2-yard line. This is a big cut 2 yards that we need, as we do put Kennedy in the game at this time. In the shotgun formation. Option handoff to Poole over the middle, runs a man over, touchdown Tech. Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. What a play by that young man, breaking that tackle, getting him run over, and getting into the end zone. Now is how the score would be for the first half, so we're going to jump ahead here to the third quarter with just about 7 minutes to go. Kennedy is in the game for us, and he fires that out route. He hits Chad McMillan. A beautiful pass. Dangerous pass, but beautiful as he gets him over to the left sideline. He goes out at the 12-yard line. It's about a 13-yard reception. Kennedy not doing too bad today. 4 of 7 for about 30-something yards, as he's going to remain in. Option keeper. Kennedy fakes the handoff. Tries to make a move, but is brought down after a gain of 6. You cannot question this kid's toughness. You just cannot do it. He has played tough ever since he's been getting his opportunities. So 2nd and 4, as we're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Holt is going to be in the game this time. As we start looking to change the play a little bit. Holt hands it off to Poole up the middle. Untouched! Brian Poole for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a run by Poole. Drew that linebacker to the one side and then cut back over and gets into the end zone untouched. Now here we are a little bit later in the third quarter. About just under 4 minutes to go still, as we have got possession of the ball. 21-10 is still the score. Now Holt, he's got some space up the middle on that option keeper. 25-yard gain as he gets brought down at about the 21, 22-yard line. Dominic Holt. What a great run by that young man, and followed those blockers perfectly. You got to enjoy seeing that type of offense and the way they are playing right now. Score is still 21-10, just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We are now actually at about the 24-yard line. As Holt, he'll remain in the game. He's done well this drive, so we're going to keep giving him a shot. He gets the snap, scans over, fires it to Birch off to the left side. He just got too contained. He really did. That will be a loss of 2 yards. Hoping we could have gotten him in a little bit more space and really just hit the wrong button on there. I should have had Poole going off to the right side. He looked more or less wide open. But unfortunately, 2-yard loss. So now we come up 2nd and 12, this time from the 26. Holt is in a pistol formation, 4 receivers. Has the snap, fires it over. Can he get it? He almost dropped it in, but man, he didn't put enough on it. And Greg Washington is going to knock that one down for Baylor. See, Holt is 6 of 11 for 51 yards today. It's been a pretty rough day for that young man. A little bit whenever you start looking at what he's done for us over the season. But 3rd and 12, he's coming out with 5 wide this time. Fires it over the middle. And then Kyle Jones is going to make the catch, but it's only going to be for 6 yards. And I don't know. He just doesn't seem to be comfortable in the backfield right now. That is going to bring up a 4th and 6. And we are going to go ahead and kick the field goal to keep it a 2-score game. Make it a 2-touchdown lead for us. As long as we can boot this one through. And it is up, and it is good. Our kicking game has been kind of weak because we don't really use it all that much. But, hey, it got us what we needed to there. Now, if we're taking a look at scores from around the league, around the nation, Virginia Tech, number 5 in the country, is losing pretty big. So if Virginia Tech can lose and we hang on to win this one, that'll actually set us up possibly for a big-time bowl game. But we got a lot of football left before that happens. Still a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Now they're going to hand that one off to Hall, who's breaking tackles, just getting around our guys, unable to bring him down on the first hit. That's one of those problems that we ran into before that we need to shore up going forward. So 2nd and 3, Fleming is going to be in a shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. As he gets the snap, hands it off to Hall. He's got a big hole, lowering his shoulder, and we finally bring him down. Jeff Hall gets 13 yards on that rush, and he's had a pretty decent afternoon for himself, I'll say that. Our defense has held him to few points, but once again, some decent yardage. Look at that, 221 total yards for this Baylor offense compared to our 270. So not that actually great of a performance by both offensive sides. Now Kennedy gets that one back. He drops it off. Is that they're going to give him that to him? Oh my goodness! Fleming got that pass off to Zach Hall. That's his first catch of the game, and it was a big one. As that brings up a 1st and goal under 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Fleming gets the call from the sideline. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Alston to the right side as we just completely whiff on the tackles. Antonio Alston, 2-yard run as they cut this game to within 1 score. And now here we go into the fourth quarter under 9 minutes, still leading 24-17, but Baylor does have possession of the ball. Fleming drops back on a play action, fires it over the middle. They're going to make that catch. Glover has it and brings it, gets brought down. 25-yard reception. Leon Glover's had a hell of a day. 6 receptions, 100 receiving yards. He's been torching us, to say the least. And they're going, hurry up. Now, Fleming is under center. Looks like they got one tight end to the right, fullback and a running back. He gets the play from the sideline. He gets the snap, tosses it out to Hall to the right side, and hopefully we get him shored up. What a tackle by Anderson. Wow. Those two gentlemen met like 2 freight trains on a single track, and Hall lost that battle. And so now they're going fast. 2nd and 10, under center once again. Fleming gets the call from the sideline, gets back under his center, gets the snap, play action, rolls it to the left, drops it off to Robinson, and we're going to bring him down after a gain of 5 yards. It looked like he had some space, but just not able to do anything with it. Gary Robinson, only 5-yard reception on that one. So 3rd and 5. Now Fleming has 193 yards on 15 for 23 passing. Pretty decent day for himself. And that's going to be great news for us as we were getting set. It looks like they had a false start, and that's going to push them back 5 yards. So trust me, 3rd and 5 is way better than 3rd and 10, especially in this type of situation. It starts making you got to make some really smart coaching decisions coming up here. This is what it seems like is going to have to happen. Now, Baylor is 4 of 9 on their 3rd down conversions. They've had a good day, and they're only trailing by 1 score. Now, Fleming has a snap from a shotgun. He gets over it. Oh, my goodness, we almost had it. Andre Hayes, he gets a deflection, but, man, that could have been a game changer if he had brought down that interception. And they're going to go ahead and go for the points. There is still 8 minutes remaining in the game. They've stopped us enough times. I cannot blame them for going for the points here, as that makes the score 24-20. Now, here we are, just under 4 minutes remaining, still on our drive. Still rotating Kennedy and Holt in and out. Kennedy is in for this one. Hands it off to Birch, who tries to make a man miss, but he's going to be brought down relatively quickly after a gain of only 1 yard, and it looks like he is hurt. That is not a good sign. I need depth at a lot of these skilled positions, and I cannot have guys getting hurt as we come to the end of this season. We have bowl games coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We need all our guys. Now, Holt is going to come in from a pistol set, hands it off to Poole, and he's going to be stopped after only about 1.5 yard, 2-yard rush. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. A 3rd and 8 on this one. It's dangerous to be in this position. And so from the 28-yard line, once I've said, I'm not sure how well our kicking game is. I know we don't have that much distance, so we definitely need to get a lot closer, but we'll kind of see what happens. Now, Holt is going to be in a shotgun formation, hands it off to Poole to the left. He's got a hole. Brian Poole cuts it back to the left, and he's going to be brought down at about the 12-yard line. Got a 15-yard rush, and he's got 170 yards on the day with 2 touchdowns. What a great run by that young man. And it looks like Chris Birch, he is going to be out probably for the rest of this game. Minor injury, though, or minor injury, re-injury, what have you, risk. But I'm not going to risk it at this point. All right, Holt is going to be in a shotgun formation now. We got 3 receivers with their tight end in the slot. Drops it off to Matt Herman. That's going to be 7 yards right there. And Baylor called a timeout. So there is under 2 minutes. And we have a 2nd and 3. Now, legit, if we can, get this one to a 3rd down and then get a 1st down, we got potential to be able to just run this clock out. That's disturbing that we could do it, but it's possible. So Kennedy comes out on this one. Option keeper. He's going to the right side, unable to get the 1st down. He picks up a single yard. and then he will be dropped. So 3rd and 2. Now Baylor uses their second timeout. All I need for them to do is use one more timeout if we can grab a first down. We're 3rd and 2 from about the 5-yard line. So all we need is just 3 yards to the 2, and we can seal this game up. Now Holt hands it off to Poole, lowers his shoulder. Brian Poole, they called him down short of the end zone, but no worries about it. Baylor just used their final timeout with under 2 minutes remaining. We had a full set of downs, and we just kneeled that one away, and we escape. I'm not risking any mistakes with the way we played today and the way Baylor has stepped up to try to knock us off. That was a great game by our team. A great game by Baylor. They definitely performed well. I'd probably say this season, with the way their record is, they probably outperformed themselves. But a great performance by them nonetheless. And that is going to send us into the Big 12 championship game, ladies and gentlemen. We are 11-1 on the season. The one loss we had came to our former Big 12 rival, Texas Longhorns. That's the one final hurdle I think we have to clear before we're truly ready to make that leap into national prominence. But we will escape out of Waco with the win. 24-20 is how this one finished out. A great game, a great performance. Our defense did exceptionally well. 10 points for Baylor in the first half, 10 points in the second. And, I mean, you can't say enough about them. You know, if we get over 20 points, it seems like these games are sealed up for us. So, once again, I can't complain. I love the way these kids are playing for us right now. And, can't ask anything more of them at this moment. So, big time finish for us. Now, we're going to get ready and get moving on to the Big 12 championship game that will be in the next episode. And while we do that, let me just remind you to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. And also, if you did like today's video and or you like college football or the Red Raiders, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It does help out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. So once again, thank y'all very much, and thank you for joining us for today's episode. We will see y'all in the next one in Arlington for the Big 12 title on the line, everybody. With that being said, everybody stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.